Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this past week's episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow on the CW. I know it's almost a full week later, but I just had a lot going on this past week with Justice League, and then The Punisher is also released, and all the other shows I've been watching in my free time. But I nonetheless really still felt I had to do a review on this past week's episode, which was called Helen Hunt. Because I enjoy Legends of Tomorrow enough, and I think it deserves me talking about it at least once a week. I don't really want to just skip over an episode randomly. Helen Hunt, I thought was actually a pretty good episode. At first, I wasn't liking it too much. I thought it was a little bit weaker with Helen of Troy's storyline in Hollywood. But as it went along, it got better for sure. And I really like the the fight sequences with Damien Darhk towards the end, especially of course between him and Sara, because that just has a lot of history behind it. And the Helen Hunt thing turned out to be a little bit funnier than I thought. With Jefferson and Stein, switching bodies, so we essentially got to see the actors act like each other, really. So I thought that was pretty funny. And, I still think it's debatable if they really need to bring Damien Darhk back or not, but Neil McDonough, I think, is a really, charismatic, fun actor to watch. And I think he's a good presence to have around as an antagonist. And I really hope we just get to see Sara, straight up put him down this time whenever, his end does come this season. We also got more context on Kwesa. I probably pronounced her name wrong. We find out she's actually, granddaughter and sister to the other Vixen or whatever. I may have gotten that wrong. But Maya finds out more about that. So there's definitely a more personal connection there. And with Stein, we know that Victor Garber's leaving the show this season. And I say the best idea, I think, is not to kill him off. It's to slowly just push him out of it. And I think that's what they're doing here. That's what they've been kind of building up all season. With him having wanting to spend more time with his daughter and everything, they could easily just leave him there and not bring him around time traveling all the time. And it would give him a window to make an appearance once in a while too that people would love. But he'll definitely leave a void on the show when he does exit, however he does. So it was kind of funny to see him get this story where he is, crushing on this older actress, from decades ago, and I like how that was used, as he tried to talk to her and inspire her through Jefferson's body. But yeah, the part that made it for me, like I mentioned earlier, was Sara and Damien Darhk's fight. It's good to see Sara actually has an edge on him. It was cool that she brought up, how Oliver Queen killed him, and she's going to do the same. So I liked all that. And I'm also looking forward to the crossover this season with the whole CW Arrowverse, so that's another reason why I wanted to, keep covering it. I watch Arrow, I like Arrow, I don't watch The Flash, I don't really care to. But Arrow and Legends are two shows I definitely enjoy. Legends a little bit more so, honestly, but the Deathstroke stuff on Arrow is really good right now. But yeah, I thought this was a really good episode. It was sort of surprising that Sara didn't hit on Helen of Troy as much. But I like that she felt inspired, by Sara, Maya, and the others. Giving her hope that eventually women, get stronger positions and they, rise above, the society's restraints that they had on them so long ago. So that was good. And then they drop her off in Themyscira, which I was pretty surprised by. Full of Amazon warriors and everything like that, So eventually, Wonder Woman. I was surprised they were able to do that so directly, though, which is good. We just had Bruce Wayne reference recently on Arrow, so it was cool to see that. So yeah, overall, I actually think I ended up enjoying this week's episode, or I ended up enjoying Helen Hunt more than last week's episode, The Return of the Mac, just because I was sort of let down by the vampire thing not really being a vampire thing. I rated last week's episode an 8.5, so I'm giving this one at least like an 8.6, 8.7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about it. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.